This is a nice lightweight dresser I got on Amazon, and I thought I would just talk you through the setup process and then some of the pros and cons of the dresser. We'll measure it for you, show you kind of the angle from all sides, and just kind of talk you through whether or not this is a good fit for you. So, right away, you notice the dresser is very aesthetically pleasing. It's really, really attractive. Assembly was really straightforward. You just put the two top pieces together and lock them together, flip them over, and then these sort of vertical leg pieces attach to the top. And then from there, you kind of add crossbars for support to kind of hold everything together. And then you put the feet on, and then of course you slide the supports for the drawers in, and then finally you put the drawers in the dresser. So really not too complicated. It came with the tools you needed. It has a little Allen wrench with a screwdriver on it. I found that it was a little easier to assemble with just a normal screwdriver or a little electric screwdriver. So if you have one of those on hand, you might want to just have that handy, because that might make it just a little bit easier on you to assemble. The materials on this are great. So this is a metal frame, a nice kind of laminate wood top here. And then these drawers are kind of lightweight fabric drawers with, kind of the cardboard interior a little bit. And then it has the, cardboard insert sort of in the bottom here. And then of course they can collapse if you need to like take it apart and move it. They flatten out really nicely. It almost reminds me of the drawers you might find in like one of those cubic storage shelves. Very similar material, but obviously they have the really nice faux wood front here with the plastic handles that kind of screw into the front. And so nice and lightweight, which is great, especially if you're just storing clothes, and things like that. Really nice option. The drawers all slide in and out very nicely. They're all made of that same material. And it just looks really pleasing, and it looks very high end, especially for the price. Measurement wise, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So across the top here, we're looking at almost 58 inches, just shy of 58 inches. And then in terms of depth, we're looking at about 13 and 3/4 inches, so a little shy of 14. And then height wise with the feet, we're looking at a little bit shy of 27 inches. So pretty good size and a lot of capacity in these drawers, which is great. The feet are plastic, which is really nice if you have kind of a hard wood floor. It makes it easy to kind of slide it around and move it around if you need to. And like I said, this dresser is very light. It's pretty easy to lift with one hand. But even though it is light, I was actually pretty surprised at how sturdy it is. It doesn't feel like wobbly or tippy. And actually, even though it is kind of a lighter weight dresser, you can see it can actually support a fair amount of weight. I can sit on this thing and I don't really feel like it's bending or kind of buckling under my weight. It's holding me really nicely and comfortably. Obviously I'm not going to sit on it all day, every day, but if you have like a TV, things like that you want to put on top of it, that you're worried about the weight, I don't think you really need to worry. It can hold me up. So I think a TV should be no problem at all, which is just great. And then lastly, I kind of wanted to show you just what it looks like from all angles here. So this is the front, you can see very attractive. And then I wanted to show you kind of the side here. So here's what the sides look like. You can see with the drawers pulled out, it just has these little support rails in here to kind of hold the drawers in. And then on the back, flip this around, you can see it just has these kind of metal cross supports here. And then of course you can see the rails for the drawers. But that's what the back looks like. So overall, for the price, I feel like this is a really nice looking piece of furniture. And I feel like, for clothes and things like that, maybe you're moving into a dorm room for college, or you just need something, to put your kids' clothes in their room. I think this is a really awesome option for that at this price. And so, yeah, if you're looking for something like that, I think this is a great choice and I would highly recommend it.